So, we are married. I am now the wife of Ajantis of Astar. I'd really like to say that I'm so very happy right now, but I just cannot. Not with my current lack of soul, that would, I know, be quite elated at the moment. Right now, I feel just a sliver of contentment. I think that losing Ajantis to Bodhi and holding his lifeless body in my arms added to losing more of myself somehow. When I wished that I didn't exist, some part of my connection to my soul left me, and I had little of it left as it was. Now, I just hardly feel anything but a terrible emptiness. I know what my former soul-filled self would want me to do, and I am still following that path, but what would it be like in a year from now? Or even a month from now? If I still wish to be my old self, I don't know if I can hold out that long. I don't live as I used to when I had a soul. I was just myself, with my emotions and wants fully intact. Now that I exist without it, I am just merely following the course that I know my former self would want, and when I get my soul back, will be more than happy that I didn't stray. I don't even know what I want for myself right now. I know that making love with Ajantis, or having sex, as it is just to me right now, is physically pleasurable, and he is nice to look at, but I don't desire him out of love. I desire him for the pleasure he can bring me, which is quite a difference compared to what I was like before I lost my soul. Perhaps that is why I started to actually feel like a drow when I was among them. Despite the good deeds I did down in the Underdark, I didn't do it because I felt it was the right thing to do. I did it because I know Orin, the one with the soul, and my group would want me to do what I did. Sadly, by the time we left Usnatha, I actually was starting to feel comfortable around the drow. Not that the drow have no souls themselves, but their behavior certainly does feel right at home with someone who has no soul and no care for anyone outside of themselves. Right now, we are doing the last things that I feel we need to do before confronting Irenicus and Sultan Esselar, just in case we do not win. I want to at least destroy some great evil in the world that I feel we can. Irenicus is powerful, all right, but he's not a god and not invincible. If we can destroy these two dragons, then I am sure we have a chance against my nemesis, Irenicus. We're coming to pay Furcrag a visit, the great big red dragon that basically had taken away Ajantis and the other knightly paladins of the most noble order of the Radiant Heart. So he seems to have a lot of... He's bringing back his defenses. There's Orogs and Orcs and Hobgoblins up front that we've had to kill to get through to this point. Ajantis says to me, "I am still thinking about what happened. It was a dreadful, dark time. I had fallen because of the evil I committed under the influence of this vile creature. I will never forget this terrible feeling." Or, yes, that's why we're coming back here. Furcrag can't be left to do his evil deeds all over the land. "I prayed for you after your departure so that Helm might have mercy with your soul. Thank you. It must have been dreadful. I am glad that it is over. You cannot imagine the emptiness that ruled me, sucked out by this terrible beast. I fumbled through the darkness in search of my god. You were there and showed the way for me. It was the thought of you that inspired me on the long path to mercy from my god, and lent me consolation and strength, beloved. I have atoned, and Helm has turned to me again. What a feeling it was to feel the favor of my god again. I cannot describe it. It was pure redemption. I will carry the bad memories in my heart and never forget." Yes, well, double memories. You're recalling that, turning into a vampire, and what Furcrag did to you here, even though at the time you didn't know that it was Furcrag. I don't think he thought we were coming back, but I hold true to my promises. We will return.
You must gather your party before venturing
Okay,
forth.
now is the time to put on all of our defenses.
Name. Ready and willing. Yes?
Potions can wait right for the battle to begin, since potions don't tend to last very long. Haste will have to be cast right when the fight begins as well. Furcrag, we've returned for you, as I promised. Get into position, please.
I'll help faster than Chick-Tika
Get away.
Fast Paws.
And I will have to...
Direct me as you will.
Well, everybody else is going to rush for him. As I said, we return.
You return? Oh, why do you insist on bothering me? Oh, you would think that the children of the gods would have something better to do.
I have returned as I said I would. Your menace must end.
It is, as they say, your funeral.
Now I am afraid that you must feel the wrath of the most ancient of Faerun's species. Do you think your divine blood enough to match? I highly doubt it. Well, we shall see. He immediately casts spells around him. Stone skin. Okay, everybody cast it. Cast what you have. Take your potions, whatever it is.
Swords, not words! For the glory of hell!
I'm using my best arrows, most magical, powerful arrows. Ouch. He's put me to sleep. Okay, I'm back on my feet.
It will be done.
We're gonna need that haste cast on us.
With vengeance!
Ajantis, first strike, hit. Furcrag.
What can I do?
Well, first blood, I mean. First strike. First blood. Mouse, minute, meteors should help. Ice storm. Where is it? There it is.
I don't like the looks of this.
My missiles are getting through. He's not invincible.
For the
He's hurt. He's really hurt. He's down. Furcrag has just fallen. Wow. Very powerful creature. And he's dead. Let's pick up the treasure then. You know, I was wondering, What do you think about rules and laws and stuff like that? Imoen, where are you going with this? I mean, there's plenty of good people who don't follow the rules, I'm sure. But laws have to be good for something, right? Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many. Laws and rule... if we didn't have laws, society would fall apart. There'd be no order to anything. Nations, kingdoms, and even cities would simply cease to exist. Right, because obviously in big cities like Baldur's Gate and Athkatla, there's never any crime or anything. She rolls her eyes. If I made the rules, things would be a lot different around here. She holds up her fingers and starts counting them off. Everyone will have to wear pink at least once a week. Cookies aren't allowed to make you fat. Oh, and they're free to redheads. It's nice to see you've got your old personality back now, Imoen. And everyone has to call you Her Royal Highness? Her Royal Highness. Well, I was going to go with your Imoency, or maybe Her Fabulous Greatness, but yours has a nice ring to it. I guess we should get going, though. Seems like all we ever do is walk. I hear her mutter as she carries on forward. Why the heck don't we buy some horses, or even see any horses? Is there some stupid Amish law against convenient transportation?
Something up?
Holy wow, Orin, we just killed a dragon. Imoen bounces where she stands, clapping her hands together in excitement. I feel so awesome right now. Imoen the Dragon Slayer. Wait, no, Slayer stuff. The Dragon Stomper. Ooh, Imoen the Dragon Friar. But that sounds like I'm cooking it. The Dragon Killer? Nah, too plain. She wanders off, tapping a fingertip against her chin, muttering to herself. Dragon Smasher? Dragon Lady? Not Dragon Lady, that doesn't sound right. Orin, we did it! We managed to defeat this spawn of hell with our combined forces, and I feel as if a great weight has been taken off my soul. I thank you on behalf of the Order for this heroic deed. I wish to inform the Order as soon as possible of this fortunate turn of events. Let us travel quickly to Athkatla. Well, we have another dragon to kill on the way back.
Without doubt.
As much as I was pleased to meet you in the Temple of Helm, beloved, it is incomprehensible to me that you could neglect your duty to the elves. We're going there. The rescue of Solneselar should have had the utmost priority. You've lost a lot of time waiting for a single person. We could not have done this without you, Ajantis. The lives of many are more important. Was that also the case when you were searching for me, Ajantis? This is something different. You had disappeared without a trace. I had gone to search for my god. In the state in which you have awakened me, I would have been no help in your fight. You had also disappeared without a trace. Naturally, I am glad that you have found me so quickly, but I still bristle inside to think that because of me, the elves had to wait for your assistance. In addition, you make yourself vulnerable, beloved, if you can be dissuaded from your plans through me. Maybe I'm just too ashamed about what has happened. I have spoken very hot-headedly. Forgive me, but maybe you can see what I meant. Let us move on and no longer keep our enemies waiting. Well, there's red dragon scales, a new two-handed sword, cloak, minor spell of turning 1500 gold, ring. We can always sell this. You guys will have to identify these. Red dragon scales. There are a large number of scales salvaged from the red dragon. Legend has it that they can be magically forged into powerful armor. Interesting. Dragon scales, so maybe it could be forged into an armor that I could use. Can you identify this? Cloak of the Shield. Oh, we've had this before. Should just sell it. Two-headed sword. Karselmir, the Holy Avenger. Karselmir is a weapon of legend, perhaps one of the most powerful blades ever forged on Faerun, though its origin and history is thought purposefully forgotten so that the sword itself shall never overshadow the importance of the struggles that must be fought today. It is infused with the very essence of virtue and requires as much from any paladin who would hope to wield it. The evils of the realms must truly stand aside when this weapon is brought to bear. Their magic dispelled with a word, steadfastly resisted with ease. Karsimir also harbors a special distaste for the forces of evil and chaos, and such creatures must fear additional damage from its touch in battle. Well, it's a two-handed sword. Minsk cannot use it. It's pretty much just for paladins. Have you had any training with two-handed weapons? Yes, he has. Well, perhaps if we come across an enemy that requires it, the power of Karsimir, we'll hold on to his sword for now. Though it has it's the most magically powerful weapon we have, actually.
Yes?
So we'll hold on to it.
Quickly and precisely.
Yeah, I would not have gone to Solnaslar without you. Well, I would have if I had known that there's no way we could have brought you back. But I just kind of knew it in my heart that there was a way. We were following a lead, like I did before when we first found you. So, we have another dragon, then we have to return...
Without hesitation.
Another dragon to kill, just to the north of here. Northwest of here. Oh, squirrels, Boo! I know I saw them. Quick, throw nuts!
Minsk, could you please maintain a little grace while in nature's presence? Sometimes I simply do not know how you came by your title of ranger.
Do you wish for me dour and sour like most others? No, I say not. The animals run and play without care, and I would too, if such a thing would not squish Boo flat. But your duties are serious things, Minsk. Do you realize that? I am very serious. Boo would not let me shirk my duties. I would not want to shirk anything. No, ma'am, no shirking. Admirable, Minsk, but you used that word like you don't know what it means. Well, no. But it sounds sharp and painful, and I always reserve such things for freaks that might steal those squirrels' nuts. Good job, Minsk. You keep it up. We travel with such interesting companions. Again and again, I must think of the power that this dark creature had over me. The thought of my failure will not leave my mind. Why do you deem it a failure? You had no chance against this monster. It is kind of you to say this, but I became fallen, so I did fail. And then Helm forgave you, so you have not. Well, it is a consolation to me that Helm has turned to me again. I should trust the judgment of my God, and not torment myself further with self-doubt. But still, I cannot accept the powers that play with us mortals, and lead me astray from my righteous path. Somehow, I am convinced I should be stronger. You're not weak. Look at me, I was taken prisoner for 2 months. How were we taken? I was hit in the neck by something that it must have been a poisoned dart. It made me fall asleep. I catch Ajantis openly showing his feelings for me. He smiles at me. His gaze is filled with warmth and love. Come, Ajantis, let's go. We have another dragon to slay, and then all should be well. Well, until we face Irenicus, that is. We're out in the woods. Orin, my beloved, how much have I longed for this moment. Out in the woods, and we're about ready to rest, because we've traveled far to the northwest, to the temple of Amanator again. Let us spend this night as lovers. Nothing hinders our passion. Nothing restrains our desires. Please, may I hope for your consent, Orin? Yes, I've been very much looking forward to it. Away from the others in our own tent, of course. This response, I have longed for it with every fiber of my being. Orin, you are the woman of my desire. We will lie together for the first time as husband and wife. Let me show you my devotion. He smiles. Good morning, love. Or more like, good evening. To wake up beside you, to know that I am yours, is all I need in this moment. I pray to Helm that he will give us many such mornings. Orn, my lovely wife.
It will be done.
Alright, let's go to this dragon again. Again, we show
What is it?
all of our defenses.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
Oh, Minsk, you don't really have any defenses, do you? No defenses to cast upon the rest of us.
Nature's servant awaits.
I believe this is good enough.
Without doubt.
This dragon didn't see us the first time. It's right down here.
You need some? I'll do it.
Without that stone, which we're not carrying anymore, I don't think... Where is that stone? Maybe... I think Ajantis has it. Well, we have the Vigil Stone to Watcher's Keep, and the Ritual Scroll, which they wanted us to go in and use. Shadow Dragon Ward Stone. We do have that. Okay.
In Bearvan's name, it
Right you
shall
are.
be done. Quickly and precisely.
There it is.
Yeah. Where Minsk goes, evil
Aye,
stands
it is done.
aside.
Okay, cast your spells. We have a dragon to slay.
Speak.
Mortis For the glory of Helm!
Yeah, we got its attention now. The dragon says, "How amusing that you petty fleshlings would dare disturb the slumber of the Shadow Dragon. Are you daft? Blind? Whatever. I shall tear your bodies apart and feast on your innards while you whimper and cry for mercy." I think you've had your way too long. For too long. Now, you're finally meeting people that can defeat you.
My weapon is of no use.
I think it has some kind of defenses up.
Yes?
Harry. Reduce its magical defenses.
No use.
My weapon is not harming it. I need to use my swords.
Without hesitation.
Harry, get back.
All right. My weapon is of no use.
My sword
Yes?
is not doing anything to it. We've heard it, but I don't know how. Keep casting spells to take away its magic resistance.
My weapon.
No effect? I need bigger sword.
Weapon has no effect!
I'll help. I'll do my best.
Nothing is affecting it. These weapons have to be able to get through. What is going on?
Feel the backhand of justice!
What is it?
No effect?
Time to move?
What can I do?
Okay. Well, haste again.
My weapon is of no use. All right, all right.
It's been hurt. Ajantis was able to slash it.
Who says what?
I am.
Okay, I'll try again. Ajantis, my arrow did pierce it. I'm able to hurt it now. Its defenses are down.
Yes.
It's dead. Sometimes you just have to really keep fighting until its defenses are
This
gone
will
away.
not take
Reduce all
long.
its magical defenses. Shadow Dragon Scales. These heavy scales glisten under the light and are warm to the touch. There are a significant number of them salvaged from the corpse of the Shadow Dragon. Perhaps they might be useful in the formation of some kind of armor, shield or armor. I'll take all of this.
I can hold no more. My item has been dropped.
3,299 gold. That's quite a bit. So I'll put this in there. More gems. Crom Fair Scroll. This yellowed sheet of parchment describes a process used by the ancient dwarven smith Silverblade to forge the original hammer of the Thunderbolts, as well as the means by which he intended to continue to shape the weapon into its ultimate form. By the combining of the hammer of Thunderbolts, gauntlets of ogre power, and a girdle of frost giant strength, and using the power of the hammer's true name, Crom Fair, an ultimate weapon of destruction could be completed using the scroll. Hammer of Thunderbolts. Did we have that at one point? We may have sold it. Okay, well, I give this to you. Put this in there. Well, another dragon, another evil dragon defeated. We did well. Alright then. Let's return to the surface. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.